welcome back to Total War, and just to let you know, what happened last time was my recording kind of screwed up during the middle of that one point in that last battle. So what I have decided I'm going to do for this recording is show you the replay, actually, of that battle, because it was actually a pretty cool, it was kind of an interesting battle, honestly, and I decided I actually wanted to show you, so I'm just going to show you the replay, and here's where it really, I guess, kind of starts, because a lot of the footage before this and this little replay is not anything, and it's like really long and nothing really exciting happens, but now the battle's really about to start. And this is where, of course, I'm about to attack the Prussians and drive them away from their siege of Berlin, their attempt to retake it. And so they've got their forces drawn up right here, and my main line is right here on this little rise here, but I've also got like a few men on coming to try and hit them from this direction as well. And where I have just left off, their cavalry is actually about to charge my infantry. So let's see how this goes. But yeah, again, I'm obviously not controlling this right now. So let's see how my men. But you're about to see how my men do here. I try to get them in the square, but unfortunately they don't really go in the square. But at the same time, what's really funny is that their artillery over here actually hit their cavalry. They took out like 15 of their own guys with their own artillery here. It's pretty amazing. And because of that, they actually did more damage to... Yeah, I think they honestly did more damage to their own cavalry than they did to my infantry, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, they're not doing so well. Yep, they've routed. Huh. So there goes one of their 3 units of cavalry. So from there... Yeah, my guy will hopefully get out of the square anytime now. They're shattered. 3/4 of their men gone. They're out of there. My infantry, of course, took pretty heavy losses, but they are doing their job by drawing off some of their units. It'll leave my men over here free to fight without any cavalry interference. Also, just another thing, they actually had some artillery isolated over here, so I used my cavalry to take them out. You can see all these dead Prussians here. And unfortunately, I kind of like left, for a while, I actually kind of left my general way over here. Just kind of an oversight of mine, but at any moment now, I should be like sending him over to my main line to help galvanize my troops. So I'm actually gonna like speed forward here because nothing's gonna happen for a couple minutes. But yeah, first enemy unit down, and I haven't lost a single unit yet, so that's good. What I also find is kind of funny is that their general literally only has 2 men, and you're going to see later in this battle, this actually get even crazier with what this general's bodyguard does with 2 men and 2 horses. So, yeah, but for now, my main line has I guess I would kind of call it the commanding terrain. So I won't have too much to worry about if their main line decides to attack me. Especially since, oh, I forgot about that. They actually sent in their, I lost about 13 men, but they lost at least 3/4 of their other cavalry, which decided to charge me, but of course I got in the square right on time at that point, so their cavalry affected me pretty minimally. So, yeah, any moment now, I should be sending him over my general, and once he reaches the main line, the real action will really start. But for now, what I'm going to do is just I'm just sending my my little detachment here of line infantry and my Pandours over. I'm not going to like start firing on their artillery here. Try to draw out some more of their men so that I can then make my main move in my main line here without too much trouble. But of course, since I left my general over there, it is going to take a little bit of time for things to really get going. Because I want to have my general with the main line before the battle actually starts. Because he's important for morale purposes. So, I thought these guys would actually be almost in range. Not quite. Oh, there's Eugene of Savoy. Traveling over to my main line. So that'll be cool. Oh, I decided to send my... I'm actually a little bit surprised. Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't actually mean to do that. That's right. A control error. Those happen in Total War, especially with someone like me with my... Okay. Oh, cool. Well, a friend of mine who haven't actually played games like this with in a while actually finally has Total War going again. So yeah, I'll have to message him about that after this. Like last time we were playing Napoleon Total War, but I just remember we had a bunch of like screw-ups in the recording, but hopefully those are like more or less fixed now. I mean screw-ups in the our connection, but again, hopefully that's not a problem next time we try playing with each other here and facing each other in Total War. Like we were doing the online campaign, but the first actual battle we gotten ourselves in, the connection screwed up, which is usually why I don't play online, but with close friends, of course, I will make exceptions and risk having online screw-ups, but yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But I am looking forward to playing Total War with him again. Alright, here comes my general finally, and as you can see, my men are now finally firing down on their demi-cannons. And they've already taken out half of the men here. And I just spit onto my keyboard. Oh, their demi-cannons are almost gone. Oh, and here comes the main part of the battle. See, their demi-cannons are gone. Now their cavalry is about to move up. And they're getting pummeled. The most important thing going on right now, of course, is the fact that our main lines are now about to engage. So, yeah. I'm already taking out some of the... Look, their cavalry is literally just standing there and allowing themselves to get, like, picked apart by my infantry. So, yeah. That's the AI for you. But of course, what I really want to try and do is just kind of get like the tactical advantage by sending in some of them in to flank around. You know, hold my current positions, because most of my positions here are pretty good in comparison to what the enemy has, even though the Prussian infantry is inherently superior to mine. But oh, wow. I just picked apart that cavalry. Now their cavalry is completely gone. And I've routed that infantry. And now they just have this little infantry here facing my guys. But my Pandours are going to be more than a match for them, with their long range and everything. So over here, they look like they're kind of withdrawing. They're drawing in their left flank. I mean, at least it looks like that. So what I do is I send my guys to try and envelop them. But as it turns out, as you guys are going to see, they were sort of hustling me there. They're kind of feigning, making a feigned maneuver here, and so they're actually going to like try to turn the tables on me. But luckily, I capped what they were trying to do. You'll see. I'm speaking too soon. And of course, wow, my men are not in a very good position either. And yep, here they come. See, they're actually gonna try and like send these guys around to like hit my men from a position of advantage. So I definitely need to like, yep, I catch it in time and I start withdrawing my men back to their original positions. But yeah, it's basically just a grinding battle of attrition over here because while my men have more experience than theirs do, they're infantry superior, so yeah, it's really a pretty much a slugfest, honestly, despite all my attempts to use tactical maneuvers of various sorts. But surprised these guys are still in. 17 out of 61. Jeez, they should be. Oh, cool. Just really need to get them, if anything. But yeah, I haven't. No units have routed yet, except for a couple Prussian units over there. But in the main line, none have routed yet, which is pretty amazing because in Total War it usually doesn't take that long for one unit or another to rout. But as you can see, I got my men formed into an actual line, and they're just sending their men in very chaotic piecemeal fashion. And they have a terrain disadvantage, so it might seem like it's kind of attrition, but in reality, I've got the advantage now that they've disorganized their line. Oh, yeah, after losing 100 men, even the Prussian infantry is not going to stand. These guys should be routing very soon as well. Alright, 50 out of 120, 60, yeah, these guys here still definitely have some fight in them. But yeah, as far as, yep, there we go. Each have lost over 100 men, they're done. And so now, I believe, oh, wow, oh, my men over here are, like, starting to waver. We've got their 8 to 12. That should not be happening. These guys should be routing at any time. Oh, and they do rout. What's unfortunate is that I wasn't able to bring my artillery because it's fixed cannon, and if I have to attack them, I can't really use my artillery. So I'm forced to do this without any artillery support, and with only 7 out of 18 men in that provincial cavalry unit, it's like, forget about cavalry support either. It's basically just infantry slugfest. But so yeah, now I'm sending in my guys to envelop the remaining forces, which pretty much only constitutes like 2 to 3 men out of their main line. So I get those guys. They lost 2 men and they only have 3 men left in that 27-man unit. 41 out of 120, they should be routing soon. These guys are both winning. They have almost 40 men in their units, but I've definitely got the numerical supremacy here and the overall advantage, so yeah, the battle's going to end soon. The Prussians are not going to stand for much longer. But yeah, these guys especially right here are going to rout any minute now. Yeah, they're not going to stand, but the most important thing going on now is that this unit of 92 Prussian line infantry is starting to go after my miniature units here of only 44 men between the two of them, so obviously I'm going to withdraw, and my plan is actually to, what I did here was I withdrew my men to get them back into the support of the artillery over here, and then once the Prussian infantry gets it within the proper range, I'm going to blast them with canister shot. Oh, and 18 men, yep, they're down too, and yep, they're done. Their whole main line has been taken care of. Yep, 10 of 30, yep. Oh, and here's the really funny part. What their general's bodyguard decides to do. They are actually, with their 2 horsemen, they're going to charge my line infantry regiment here. And look, I already took out one of the 2, so it's literally just a general. That's it. He puts up a really good fight, though. You'll see, this is actually pretty epic. Look, he just charges right into, the general alone just charges right into, like, my infantry here. And my infantry are just kind of being dumb, and they can't seem to take out a single horseman. Like, 50 infantrymen cannot take out a single horseman. That's just sad. I think he even managed to take out one of my infantrymen. Let's see. Oh, I thought he would have gotten it there. Oh, wait, what? He did, wow. Oh, no, he didn't. He just knocked him down, but he didn't actually kill him. He's probably got hurt, though. I mean, geez, you just saw him go kind of flying after the impact from that saber thrust. This is pretty sweet. Let's see. Oh wait. Oh! Yep. Oh wait. Okay, so the one guy who decided to engage the enemy general also got taken out by my other infantry men firing over here. Case in point, it took men firing from another regiment to actually take that guy out. My men in melee could not take him out. But it's funny that I got one of my men through friendly fire and their general. So, the only thing that's actually going on, the only thing still going on is whatever the heck is going on over here. So, you're just going to see them try and... I'm just going to speed it up here because they can march really slowly. But anyway, they march with, actually, 79. They're already concerned about the army losses, I believe, so I don't think... They're actually not going to put up a very good fight. I'm going to try and get them with canister. I don't even think I really get them. I think they pretty much are just going to rout at this point. Because they realize the rest of their army has been completely dispatched. Look, yeah. Concerning the army losses, they're just going to rout. Yep. Do I get them with any canister shot? Let's see. Oh, I took out like 6 men with my canister shot. Oh, and another 5. So, yeah, at that point the battle basically ends, so... Come on. What's going on? Okay, there we go, so... That's basically how it went. Of my 1,049 men, I lost 437, so that's... I mean, obviously that's like 40% losses, that's not light, but... Considering the circumstances, there's really no way to avoid that. And of their for the Prussians, of their 949, they lost 789, which is much, much more than I lost, obviously. So, I did lose more from friendly fire, though. Actually, wait, no, that's not even possible, because they took out like 15 of their cavalrymen with their artillery at that one point, but I don't know, maybe that's... My math was a little off. But anyway, I always like going by kills here. And so, yeah, none of my infantry actually, except for one unit of infantry routed, and that's it. Trying to think which one was that? Oh, it definitely would have been these guys. who only had 11 out of their 61 men left. Got the same number of kills as they lost. The Pandors obviously always do very well as far as losses go, at least for the most part. They usually they don't get a ton of kills, but they usually have a very good kill to death ratio. In other words, they kill far, far more than they'll lose most of the time because their guns outrange most all line infantry guns, which is the only infantry the Prussians even had here. So my demi cannons got 24 and 18, so that's about 42 between them. Provincial cavalry lost 11 and got 15 kills. It's like, okay, it was mostly just the their one unit of artillery which was left isolated. My general's bodyguard got 12 kills. And of course, between the two of them, my fire-locked armed citizenry only got 5 kills between them. So that was basically about like 110 men approximately that pretty much were unengaged in the battle. So really, the results were more about we were pretty much almost exactly even as far as men go. They might have been slightly superior since they actually managed to get more of their men like engaged at one point in time than I did. So, but of course they attacked in such a disorganized fashion that it didn't even matter. So, yeah, and with that I basically break the siege of Berlin. And I'm just gonna, before I go off, I'm just gonna show you where I am in my game. I've actually, as you can see, I've gone all the way from like 17. This is like I think where I left off when I like took Warsaw, or maybe actually I think the winter of 1710 was where I left off when I defeated the Prussian siege of Berlin. And this is where I am now. And what's happening now actually is that you'll see another Prussian army. Just have to wait for this to load. Okay, so another Prussian army is deciding to attack my garrison in Warsaw. And I mean, this is obviously after skipping several turns because not much interest like happened in the last few turns between that Berlin siege and now the Prussian siege of Warsaw. There's not really a whole lot I could do either. So the concerning thing, obviously, is that the Prussians still have these stacks over here, and I have no clue what they're going to do with them. Like, at best, the best thing they can do is try to like march either again on Berlin, where my men in Berlin have basically completely healed by this point from all the losses they took in that last battle. So I wouldn't mind if one of these stacks actually marched on Berlin, because I think I could repel that, and I probably would even be able to repel another attack on Warsaw, even after I defeat this one, which I'm sure I will, because I mean I have slight numerical inferiority, but a wall is a wall. I have had some ridiculously lopsided victories when I've been defending a fortress before, and I'm sure this is not going to be any different. Besides, some of my men have experience, like these 4 units here, and this army of theirs is completely green. So, and their cavalry is going to be useless, pretty much. They do have 1 unit of demi-cannons, but maybe I can actually manage to take that out with my lancers over here. So it'll be an interesting fight. And I also have these Pandors, 50 of them, which will be of great use on top of the wall. So yeah, I'm going to do this next time, and until then, I'll see you guys. Just bear with me, and you'll see the Prussian attempt to take Warsaw, which will undoubtedly fail. See you guys next time.